All right, what is up, guys? We are back with Tokyo Ghoul. This is chapter 29, I think, or 30. 30. Bitterness. So we're beginning volume 4. Um, I'm excited. I don't know who this guy is, but just based off track record with how the volumes have been set up. So the first one was Kaneki on the cover. Second was Toka. Um, that was definitely like trying like getting to know Toka a little bit, and I believe those were the chapters. Kaneki and Toka were probably training together, and then probably Miss Fugoichi's death happened in that volume as well, and then Toka obviously going off as the rabbit to get revenge. Third volume that we just finished up was centered around Hinami, right? Because she was on the cover, right? So I'm assuming that whoever this guy is with the purple hair, this is gonna be like his arc. I'm assuming. Um, but yeah, let's get into it, man. I'm excited to keep going, man. Chapter 30, we're making progress. All right. A ghoul investigator of the CCG main office was killed near Kasahara Elementary School in the 20th Ward. It has been 10 years since a ghoul investigator from the main office was killed in the 20th Ward. Oh, so that was motto, obviously, right? Um, CCG main office and the 20th Ward branch are taking this incident very seriously and have announced an even stronger effort on their investigation of the rabbit. So scary. It's the devil's work. There's Kaneki. Um, all right, so good. Everything looks all right. I'll prescribe you your usual medication. Okay. Everything looks all right, huh? Even though my body's the way it is it possible that my levels are the same as in normal persons? I remember Toka saying a ghoul's RC factor is about 10 times higher than a human's. If they analyze a sample of our cells, they can tell right away. This test doesn't measure that level? Could it be that that he actually knows everything, but he's just hiding it? I'll see you in a month. That Rize was a ghoul. My present condition. Um, God, it has to be such a weird mindset, right? Like, not even being able to like fully like 100% trust like your own like physicians or doctors. Well, specifically this doctor, right? Because it's like it is funny how like he's the one responsible for putting Rize's organs into Kaneki's body. And it's like there's ways of finding out like from tests like who's a ghoul and who's not a ghoul. So yeah, it is really interesting. Like man, like is does he know? Does he not know? Like that has to be a really weird dilemma for Kaneki to be in. Did you ever speak to Rize Kamashiro's family? I understand they had a lovely funeral service. They didn't want to speak to me. It's unfortunate, but I don't blame them. I see. So she did have a family. Rize's family must be ghouls, right? Could they hold a grudge against me? They must hold a grudge. Huh? Don't you follow the news, the investigator killings? It's a pretty unusual case, so Ogura's everywhere on TV. Ghoul's special tonight at 10. It's like that every day. Oh yeah, it's scary. It's been a while since we've seen Hide, right? What grudge were you talking about? I was just coming up with my own I mean ghoul profile. Another investigator was just killed on the 10th, right? Yeah. Why would anybody take the risk of attacking an investigator? And it seems feeding wasn't the motive, so it must have been in retaliation for something. I think they were really after Motto, the investigator from the main office. Yeah, maybe. I got a copy of the wanted poster. Look right here. Man, they got Hinami's outfit like to a T. May attack humans in retaliation for her mother's capture. So you think she killed the investigators? Nah, I think the daughter and the rabbit are two different ghouls. The fact that CCG suspects the daughter means she was there when her mother was captured. Otherwise, how would they know their relationship? There are only snippets of info on the poster. It doesn't even have a sketch. So I think she fled the scene right away. Like maybe her mother was trying to protect her. Yeah. If the daughter is the rabbit, even if her mother couldn't fight, don't you think she would have attacked the investigators herself? If she had the will to carry out the murder of an investigator by herself and the skills to match it, why didn't she do so when her mother was being captured? If you assume the rabbit is the daughter's accomplice, a proxy for revenge, it all kind of makes sense. Hide scared me. Nagachika is dangerous. I can't slip up in front of Hide. He'll notice. Yeah, Hide, like, I don't think I've given him enough credit, right? Like, first impression kind of has been like wonky, I guess. Um, but man, the way that he just sort of like broke down this entire situation of separating the rabbit from Hinami is like pretty nuts, right? Um, and it's not like an illogical conclusion for him to reach, right? Like there's definite like there's clear signs that you can come to such a conclusion of the two being two separate entities, right? Um, so yeah, I think that's really really cool that Hide was able to do that, right? Um, it's all over if he does. Why are you even theorizing about this? Cuz dude, this book, it's totally awesome. The new book of Ghoul Anatomy. Now that's the Hide that I know. Look at him, man. What is that? What do you mean what? It's Ogura's new book of Ghoul Anatomy. It's the ultimate book of ghouls, examining them psychologically, biologically, from all kinds of angles. I don't read novels, but I was able to read this. The part on actual ghoul investigations was just so interesting, like the clown mask ghouls in the Third Ward, and the part about how Matsubara, the ghoul from Wakayama, comes to Tokyo. That's right, he is so easily influenced. Wow, I'm learning I'm learning kung fu too. The song's so rad, but I don't understand the lyrics. I'm gonna learn English. He was always into something new. Maybe I'll investigate the daughter on my own. There's a reward. It's too dangerous. Don't you think you should? I don't think you should do it. It's not a game. Whoa, what's up with you? Please don't. But if a layman like Hide could figure out as much as he did, the investigators must know even more. I better warn Hinami. Oh, speak of the devil. Hey there, Eye Patch. Is it true that you fought off a dove? I'm impressed. They're patting him on the back too. He saw you while he was out looking for prey. He saw you kick an investigator's ass. Whoa. Looks can be deceiving. I'm impressed. Keep it up and kick all their asses for us. That's not why I did it. It's all Ghoul customers right now, so they're all excited. You're kind of a big shot around here now. Oh, I'm not sure why I would be. You know, I was a bit of a troublemaker myself. I used to be called the Wicked Ape of the 20th Ward back in the day. Really? Oh, sir, do you have a moment? I'm sorry about the other day. If what I did drew the attention of the investigators, I'm truly sorry. What are you talking about? What? I'm actually thankful for what you did. Yomo told me all about that day. You, a human, fought to protect a ghoul. Nothing could make me happier than that. Besides, I should be the one. Actually, never mind. Oh, by the way, sir. Hmm? I'd like to talk to Hinami. Oh, she's no longer here. Haven't you heard? What? It's what Hinami wanted. Don't tell me. The 24th Ward. Where would she go? Oh, there was I'm guessing it was the 20th Ward because there was a place that Toko was planning to take Hinami, right? Eventually. I don't know when she was planning to make that move, but they did talk about like Toka bringing her somewhere to like a different ward, I believe. So I'm assuming that this 24th ward is probably like not as like dove and infested as at least the 20th will be soon, right? No, Toka's place. Okay, never mind. Why Toka's place? It's so bitter. All right, and then we're ending with a shot of Hide. So I wonder if within these next batch of chapters, if we are gonna get like a little bit more of Hide, because like I feel like he's in a tricky spot, right? Because it's like you have all these characters that feel so superhuman, right? Because you do have like the ghouls. Obviously, they're ghouls, but then you have the investigators who can utilize, who have training, and they can utilize, their kinkeis, right? Kaganes of like fallen ghouls, right? Um, but then it's like you have Hide, right? Like just like not necessarily in the middle of all this, but it's just like where exactly does he fall? Where does a character who's so like ordinarily human, right? Just like fit into the equation, right? So like I don't envy Ishida trying to find a place for Hide in this story. Um but yeah, I'm gonna be really interested to see if like he's gonna come a little bit more into the forefront, like he's gonna have a little bit more to do. Um because yeah, really we haven't like aside from like that initial meeting with like Rize, right? And then like him checking in on Kaneki after, the operation and stuff like that. And then the whole fight with Nishiki or whatever his name was. Um I feel like we besides those, that stuff we haven't really seen or gotten too much of Hide, so um if this volume is a little bit more of Hide, then yeah, I'm totally down for it. Um, yeah, this for him personally, this was a great chapter for him specifically. Just like again, him breaking down the whole situation with Hinami and the rabbit. Um, it's interesting that apparently there's this belief that the rabbit is that they're kind of like two and like both like the rabbit and Hinami are like this one person responsible for the death of Mato, right? Um yeah, it's pretty interesting and how Hide was just able to just completely just break it down. But it's also really funny that he's like easily influenced by things that he'll either watch on TV or like music that he'll listen to or just books that he'll read in general. He's like, I want to do that, right? Um, I feel like I could definitely relate, but like for him, I think that's a pretty like it's like for the music, like hey, that's a way for him to pick up a little bit of English. The kung fu thing that he saw on TV, hey, maybe he can learn some moves there. Um, and now this book, he's actually learning to like like break down like an investigation pretty much. So he's picking up like a lot of skills with this, which is like really really cool. Um, so yeah, that was nice to see. But also, Kaneki did mention that like, okay, if if a regular guy like Hide was able to figure this out, then there's no doubt that the CCG probably know a lot more about this, right? Um, so yeah, that was nice to see. And then I guess just the other major thing is Hinami at Toka's place, like so. Because yeah, I did assume that there was a place specifically that Toga wanted to take Hinami. Um, I didn't think it was just like Toga's place. That was the last place I was expecting her to go because my mind immediately thought the 20th ward Hinami needs to get out of there, right? It's absolutely not safe for her in the 20th ward anymore. Um, but wherever Toka does eventually take her, like I really hope it's safe for her, man. Um, because if she remains in the 20th ward, like she's just not going to be safe. That's for sure. Especially in Toka's place, like I feel like it's only a matter of time. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this chapter, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe for more Tokyo Ghoul, and I will see you guys for chapter 31. Peace.